Everyone? Hello. How many of you here first time? Okay, thank you for coming. I know it's raining today. I also late to work today because the weather, is good to sleep. Anyway, so we are here today for the 5th class of our e-commerce series. So this is the 5th class and the last for module number 1. Okay, let me do some introduction very quickly. For those who already listened to all the introduction, you can relax first. Okay, for those who are new, SITEC is our role is similar to MTech and Magic. What we do is we are focusing on e-commerce and also startup companies. So we are directly under the state government of Selangor through Invest Selangor. Okay, so since 2018 until 2021, we are focusing on new retail and smart manufacturing, meaning that if you are we are focusing on O2O, traditional SME and cross-border e-commerce. So for those who started their business like 10 years ago or maybe 6 years ago, so now it's time for them to go cross-border, okay, to sell outside Malaysia, because you are quite familiar with what's happening in Malaysia. Even though there are new apps, new companies are promoting local, but we are promoting you to join cross-border platforms. So, and also industry 4.0 more on the big companies. Okay, about us, we are here since 2015. So it's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, so it's about 6 years we are here. So when we first started our e-commerce class back in 2015, there's no Shopee, there's no Lazada, there's only local website. Maybe Lelong is that, Mohd. So now we can see the growth of it. So now we start moving to something else, e-wallet and new products, new things. Okay, so we are here, we have about 4 trusts of what we are running here. I'll go through later. And then our economic impact over the 4 years, we facilitate around 200 million under 4 of our programs, Online 100, Top E-Commerce Merchant Awards, SAP, Selangor Accelerator Program, also Smart City Convention. So these are our 4 trusts of SITEC 1, Online 100, Brands 100, E-Commerce Education, and STCC. Okay, for overall achievement of SITEC, so until now we have run over 100 classes, including our EC class, including our program with partners, and so we have 5 gaming class which we introduced last year. But this year I'm very tired to run the class, so I stopped first. Okay, so this year we focus on e-commerce, so we have a new program. And then Brands 100, we replace this Apps 100, whoever that joined our Online 100 program. So we replace this, our Apps 100 to Brands 100, where we give them a new website. Then e-commerce mission, and then STCC is this center. Conference, we are running about more than 10 conference that you can join. So our Online 100 program, we have about 575 merchants. Okay, Online 100 is a program where we help you onboard to e-commerce platform. For those who are new, this might be your new, you can join this free program where we help you to onboard to Jubilee, Shopee and Lazada. So let's start. If you want to start a business, online business, not planning to spend the money on developing your website, you can join our program. You can, of course, you can join this platform directly from your own website, you can sign up. But if you go through us, we give you more benefits and also we give you support. So for cross-border platform, we have e-roaming where you can sell your products to Middle East so that people from Middle East can buy from you. And then we have eBay. Okay, so these are our partners in agencies and business chambers. Okay, Online 100, you will onboarding into online e-commerce marketplace. So this Online 100 and Brands 100 is a bundle program. So if you sign up for this, most probably you'll join this, you'll get your own website. Last year, starting from this year only, we have this. Last year we have Apps 100, but I think Apps 100 is a bit hard for you, for small merchants to promote, because you need a lot of money for promotions and all. But brands, definitely if you Google this product, you can find it. But apps you have to download, so it's a different method. Okay, so this is a sample. Kasui is one of our merchants. So they have a website, and so this is, they are in Jubilee, one of our partners. Okay, free programs. Requirement ready product, you must have a product or service. If you have a photographer, yes you can, because there's a service just convert it into online image, and you can do it. Business address must be in Selangor. If you are selling outside Selangor, yeah, cannot. Okay, but KL yes, can. But if you have a branch, let's say your company is in Penang, manufacturer, you can open up a branch in here in Selangor, then you can apply for this. Okay, Malaysian age 18 to 65 years old. Below that, not entitled. Registered company must be registered, must have at least 25 SKU to get free website. So for you to join Online 100 only until 4, but to get Brands 100, you need to have at least 25 SKU. Because if not, your website will look empty. Okay? Can have one product. You sell other people's product. Can. Okay? So this one info, all you can get from the counter in front, from Nadia. There's a brochure, just take. And then this is. Okay, there's KIP. This also there's KIP. Okay, e-commerce education. So this is what you attend today, is part of our e-commerce education series. So we have 3 e-commerce class, master class, and also this one a premium course, Alibaba Taobao University. Okay, it's expensive, about 6,000 ringgit per pax. It's expensive, but for companies, let's say you have a company, you have like 200 staff. How do you want to transform your business digitally? If you like 5%, yes, you can. Okay, next week we do this campaign, but 100% you need someone, you need a consultant to manage it for you. So that's why the fee is quite high. Okay, then this was this year. So we are here today, the end of our module number 1, EC103 Payment Gateway and E-Wallet. Starting from March, 3rd March, we will go into e-commerce process, meaning that after you setting up your e-commerce website, then you go into product branding, how to make your brand visible. So that's the process. Product branding, content management, viral content technique, customer relationship, Google Analytics and online traffic. After a few years we've been running this, I realized that most of our merchants, they forget to join this. They only join the first one. Set up a store, then they're lazy. They're trying to explore themselves. But at the end of the day, this is the important part also when you're running your e-commerce. You see how many million traffic, how many people search online. So how you want to be visible, this is the important product branding. If you're selling a power bank, thousands of sellers are selling power banks too. So are you going to compete with them, or you want to come to this class and learn about how to have a good product branding strategy? If you are promoting your own product, let's say you are selling cookies, so what is your importance of your cookies other than other cookies? There's a lot of cookies, right? So this is kind of important as well. So you can sign up. That much. I only have one speaker for this, and she's here also. Yeah, but she's here. So I only appoint one speaker because for you to understand, you need at least 120 minutes to talk about this brand, and you have exercise and all. Yep. And then content, the rest are on pretty much. Then module 3, digital marketing. So after you have a product, your product is good, then only you promote it. If your branding is not good, you promote it, you spend a lot of money, 10,000 for ads, you will not get the result. Okay? And then other than that, we have ECF education. If you don't want to open an online business, you can invest through online also. We have equity crowdfunding series with our partners, My Starter. So we have previous one last week, we have understanding ECF, this one done, and then next coming up April. So this series is not every week, but it's every 2 months. Okay? So investor must know before start investing in ECF investment risk, winning strategy. These are all investment related. Okay. And then this is our new program, Jelajah Usahawan Digital Selangor. I'm just going to share with you brief about it, what this is all about. So with the team of Kuan Dunia Perdagangan Digital. So now, previous 5 years, you have to come to us. You have to come to ICT to attend all the classes. But now, this year, 2020, we will go to this location in Selangor. We'll go to Gombak, Selayang, Ampang, Damansara, PJ, Shah Alam, Klang, Kajang, and Bami. So we bring all our partners to this area so that you can onboard to them on the spot. So you can learn from them on the spot. So we'll do like once a month, so 1 location per month. So meaning that 8 locations. Okay, this one, the first one will be in Bangi, 29 of February, end of this month. So for those who are, anyone from Bangi? No, good, because this one not for you. Okay, so this one is for people in Bangi. Whoever that in Bangi, then yes, of course you can join. It's a one-day event, it's limited to 100 packs only. Okay, so this is the agenda. Start selling on e-commerce marketplace by Shopee. So the reason we do it now, this month, because if you have a product, now you need to consider selling on Shopee because Raya campaign is coming up soon in April and March. Yeah. So that's why we do it now. And then if you already have a platform in Shopee, a shop, so now you might consider you want to sell on your own social media platform like Facebook, IG, with Abana. They have the tools. And then take a break, and then we have e-wallet, online payment adoption, business by Boost. Okay, this one is, yes, is for online sellers. And one more is, if you are not online sellers, for example, you are selling what? Burger, Bazaar Ramadan. So you can adopt to this Boost payment also. So that's why we have this. So we are preparing you for the upcoming campaign. And then logistic for e-commerce, this one 30 minutes topic only, just for you to understand what's the logistic. And then digital marketing strategy by Google Malaysia. So this one is about 105 minutes because they requested for 100 minutes. Because I think they will talk about Google My Business and some other stuff. Okay? Okay, yeah, other than that, I think, okay. Yeah, other than that, it's just our, one more thing is our center here for those who are new, just first time here. So we have a co-working space. If you are starting your own business, e-commerce or not e-commerce, up to you. You can rent here, 100 ringgit a month, so for you to start your business, kickstart. And then we have a free photo studio, so you can take a photo, free. Just book online. Others Mega Studio, they are not here anymore. They moved to somewhere else, so we'll replace it with something here. Okay, other than that, startup program. So we have a Zoom series startup program, but it's not here. It's something similar to e-commerce class. We have 15, but Zoom startup, I think they have about 10. Is it 10? 7. Yeah, they have 7 series like fundings, about other things that are related to startups. Okay, yep. This one was okay. This was last year. So this year, so they will have it fundings, data, tech, government funding, growing digital thing related to startups. Okay, SAP, yes, you can join. I think last year we bring them to Indonesia to visit Gojek, Bukalapak. These are all fully sponsored by state government. Then for e-commerce merchants, so we bring them to Hangzhou. So this year, I'm not sure where, so, but we bring them somewhere. And then other e-commerce event, you can join top e-commerce merchant. If you are e-commerce merchants, you should join this. You get free visibility, free promotion from us. And then, okay, last one, Smart City, we have it again in October in KLCC Convention Center. This is the game developer workshop program that we did last year. Okay, yeah, that's all. Thank you. Anything you can ask me directly. You have my number. Okay? Without further ado, now, okay, by the way, today we have 3 speakers, but Luqman is not here yet, so I'll swap with Elly. So Boost will go first. Okay, Elly, are you ready? Okay.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Elly and I'm from Boost. Okay, today I would like to share with you some of the benefits about Boost, of being a user as well as being a Boost merchant. Okay. Please allow me to share with you some of the information about SITEC Group. We are part of SITEC Group. We present in 10 countries. Our core business is mainly in telco, which one of them is in Malaysia, Celcom in Malaysia. Okay, Boost present in Malaysia as well as in Indonesia. this overview about Boost. Okay, we have been busy since 2018. Up to December 2019, last year, 2 months back, our achievement, we have touched 5 million users and we have more than 120,000 merchant touch points. Okay, we do cover most of the merchant, the businesses like F&B, retails, cover one by one. Food, F&B, most of the chain outlet like KFC, Papa Rich, most of the chain outlet. Okay, retail like Bokong or the electrical store HLK, Seng Heng, Ong Keng. Okay. Leisure and travel, you can actually purchase your ticket, KTM ticket, the KLI Express, via the Boost app. Health and beauty, most of the big chain like Watson, Kering, Guardian, also accepting Boost. And also, the entertainment like, watch movie, TGV, MBO. Okay, most of the shopping malls accept Boost payment. Hypermarkets, like you want to buy your grocery stuff, Tesco, Giant, Speedmart 99, every one of them is accepting Boost. Okay, online shopping, you can actually buy stuff in 11th Street and you pay with Boost. Okay, and also services, not only you can actually use Boost in the retail outlet, but you can also use Boost paying your services like Unify, Astro Bill. You can even, for those who stay in condos, you can actually pay your maintenance fees with Boost. Okay, and universities like, you can actually pay the libraries fine in universities. Okay, how do you top up money in Boost e-wallet? There's 2 available choice right now. Either you can go for credit card and debit card, or it's online banking. So in future, if you're for those like foreigners or for those like people who do not use bank account, they can actually go to a Petromart or convenience store, just like top up. You give them cash, so they will help you to top up in your wallet. That will be coming soon. Okay. Okay, benefits of using Boost. Before I cover this, have any of you here have not heard about what is e-Tunai Raya? Anyone who do not know what is e-Tunai Raya? Yeah. Who else? Who do not know what is e-Tunai Raya? Wow, everyone knows. Means everyone already claimed your 30 ringgit. Okay, for those who do not know, okay, what is e-Tunai Raya? Actually, last year, our Minister of Finance actually announced that government will encourage people using e-wallet. Okay, so government actually give up 30 ringgit to Raya. Okay, for you to spend using e-wallets. So you can actually claim from these 3 e-wallets that is participating in this e-Tunai Raya. The first one will be Boost, Touch and Go, and Grab. Okay, so people actually start claiming, started 15 January this year, and the last claiming date is 8th March. Okay, so this is the claiming period. The last date for you to utilize the 30 ringgit means you already claim. When you claim, you need to use the 30 ringgit. By 14th of March, Raya to actually claim the 30 ringgit need to spend the 30 ringgit. Otherwise, the government will claw back. It means when the Raya actually claim the 30 ringgit and they need to spend in the merchant, okay, assuming you are the one of the business owner who actually own a cafe or own a saloon, okay, and you're accepting goods. So the Raya who actually claim the 30 ringgit, they can just spend at your outlet. Okay, they must spend by 14th of March this year. Okay, total government actually budgeted 250 million for this initiative. Okay, so for those of you who have not claimed your e-Tunai Raya, you can still claim. Okay, this is the Boost, the benefit of using Boost. Okay, the first one, of course, is very convenient. You do not have to hunt for the ATM. Okay, when you carry cash, every time you have to hunt for ATM. Okay, safe and secure. You don't have to worry carrying about too much cash. Okay, easy tracking. So you can actually through the apps itself, you can actually track how much you have spent for a particular month. Okay, rewarding experience. Of course, if for those who are Boost user, so if let's say you're using Boost to pay your groceries, assuming you actually spend in Tesco, you buy all the stuff in Tesco, it's total about maybe 100 ringgit, okay, 100 ringgit, and after you pay, you will get Shake Reward. The Shake Reward, you will get coins, and the coins can actually change for cashback, or either cashback or some exclusive prizes. Okay, right now we'll touch about the merchant benefits. Okay, what's the benefits of accepting Boost in your business? Okay, of course we can actually drive footfall through your outlet. Why do I say that? Okay, in our Boost apps itself, when you actually turn on the Boost app, you can actually see the store locator, which means if I'm in ICT right now, I'm actually looking for food, and I open my Boost app. Okay, I can see your business, or I can see your outlet. Oh, this is the one, Secret Recipe, KFC, or those smaller cafes. Any other business that is nearby surrounding here, then I can go for a dine-in using my Boost apps. Okay, because I forgot to bring cash, so I still have my handphone with me. I can just pop up. Okay, and I can just spend in one of the outlets that nearby my locations. So assuming you are in Bangi, okay, next week you are in Bangi. So when you turn on your apps, the store locator, you will see the store locator, the merchants, the Boost merchant that are setting Boost surrounding that Bangi area. You can see the shop pop up. You can actually search. Okay, so we actually bring footfall to your outlets. Okay, you know your customer. You can actually also communicate this to your customers. Safe and secure. Okay, no risk of being robbed. And do you know, like Speedmart 99? You know the foreigners, the cashier. I can say that. They say, you tahu tak? Setiap minggu I kena rob because of they are carrying cash. Because sometimes they close at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and some areas is really very dark. People people are trying to rob that. Okay, almost every week. Speedmart 99, some of the areas, okay? And no risk of counterfeit notes, like electrical store or furniture store. They're actually accepting cash when you want to buy a TV. They say, oh, I don't need a delivery, I just cash and carry. So when you cash and carry, the customer actually bring back the TV and they give you cash. You will just count like that, and if let's say they're giving you a counterfeit notes, you are no longer able to track them back. Okay, so if let's say you are one of the Boost merchant, you do not have this kind of risk because you're accepting through the e-wallet platform. Okay, simpler cash management. You do not need to prepare the small notes. The coins every day. You need to count the coins. Okay, and it's track. Okay, for those who have not a Boost merchant yet, you might have a question. Oh, do I need to pay anything? Do Boost charge me any interest? Okay, for being a Boost merchant. Okay, the answer is no. The first one will be when you apply through Boost. Okay, the application, the registration process. There's no setup fees. Means you do not have to pay any single cent to apply as a Boost merchant. Okay, what do you need to do is you just submit your documents to Boost. We'll proceed and we will give you a QR. You are okay to go. So our staff will actually guide you how to use the Boost Business app to track the transactions. Okay, so you can actually track the daily transaction, the monthly, the weekly transaction through the apps itself. Okay, this is a Boost Business app, not the normal Boost user app. These are different apps. Okay, so the second one will be the MDR rate. What's MDR rate? Okay, when you have a terminal machine in your outlet, or when you're doing an online business, okay, of course you accept credit cards. One of the payment methods is credit card. And credit card bank will charge you interest of average about 1.5% of your total collection, correct? Okay, for Boost we do not charge you anything if you are a single outlet. What do I mean by 0% is when you collect 10 ringgit from your customer, Boost will give you back that ringgit. Exactly. There's no charges. Okay, this is one of the payment platform to offer to your customers. So as a business owner, there's no charges. Okay, so far no questions? Okay, for multiple outlets, we will charge multiple outlets 1%. You know, like multiple outlets, like like those bigger chain like Shell, petrol station, Petron, Tesco, Giant. Of course, we'll charge that because Boost also need to give some profit. Okay, so for single outlet, there's no charge. Okay, so for bigger merchant, yes, we charge. For multiple outlets, we charge. Okay, so the third one will be the settlement. How fast can you get your money back? Okay, within 3 working days. So assuming that today the customers pay you, within 3 working days, Boost will actually credit back into your bank account within 3 working days. Before cover this, any questions so far? No, good to go. Okay, we do have 360 marketing and communication. Okay, we can send email, your promotion. We can actually help you to blast email to those users surrounding your area. Assuming your business is in Klang, we can actually help you to blast out emails to those staying surrounding Klang. Okay. In-app messages and visual, in-app store locator, like what I said just now, in-app store locator that the user can actually find you. Okay, social media, like Facebook, Instagram, digital, we can actually advertise your promotions. Okay, recently we did with like Ong King chain store, the electrical outlets. They actually have a warehouse sales, year-end warehouse sales is surrounding Subang Jaya. So if let's say you're staying surrounding Subang Jaya, and I'm a Boost user, okay, so when I'm in the surrounding area, I will get the notification saying that, oh, Ong King have warehouse sales. So when I click to the apps, I see, oh, Ong King have a promotion of when you purchase of 300 ringgit, you will get cashback of 30 ringgit, something like that. So this kind of promotion we can actually blast out to your customers, and they will get notifications. So they can actually check through the apps, they can come to your shop and purchase those your promotion items.
Okay, Elly, pause. I have an announcement. Car plate number BEP 4393. Anyone? BEP 4393. If that's your car, I think you need to move because you are blocking the way. Okay? BEP 4393. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Okay, as a Boost merchant, we will provide a generic POSM material, things like the window stickers, the wobbler, that to show to your customers that we are accepting, your outlets accepting Boost. So for those who like online, we have a new payment link. Okay, what do I mean by payment link? Okay, payment link is when someone actually when you post something in Facebook or Instagram. Okay, assuming you are a cake seller. Okay, so you want to sell a cake. Okay, so someone bought a cake from you, and the cost of the cake is 200 ringgit. Okay, you can actually send a payment link. If let's say your customer want to pay with Boost, you can actually send your payment link, and when your customer receive the link, they will just need to click in. When they click in, you will direct them to the Boost app, and they straight away pay because you have already set the amount of 200 in the payment link, so your customer will just need to key in their password and pay. Okay, for those like online seller. Okay, like tuition fees, like teachers, they want to collect tuition fees from you. Your child, your son is 500 ringgit, but my daughter is 800 ringgit because it's full day, so different charges. So they need to send you a different payment link. Means one is for my son, one is for my daughter. One is 500, one is 800 ringgit. Or they can combine it together, which is 1,300, and put in a payment link and send it to you. And what you need to do, you will just need to click in your the link and put in your password, and you're okay to go. Okay, so if this is for physical outlets, that we will provide those POSM materials. Okay, and we do run some campaigns with merchants. Sometimes we will have last year we actually run a campaign of to win an X70. We give out 8 X70 Proton X70. Okay. Okay, this is one of the campaigns that we run, some of the campaigns that we run with our merchants. The current campaign that is still ongoing, if I'm not mistaken, is kipleBiz. kipleBiz, when you spend 20 ringgit in kipleBiz using a Boost app, you get 5 ringgit cashback. It's a lot. And when you spend KFC, so when you dine in KFC, you pay with Boost, you get 20% of your snack plate price. Okay. And Pizza Hut, spend 50 ringgit, get 5 ringgit. Catering, pharmacy, spend 30 ringgit and get 5 ringgit cashback. Okay. So this is one of the campaigns. Okay, this is all the events that we are running, like the e-Tuna Riot. Yeah, we have been very busy this 2 to 3 months because of the e-Tuna Riot. All the YBs coming out and encourage people to use e-wallets. So a lot of people in January and February, a lot of people actually spending using their e-wallets because they need to spend the 30 ringgit. Otherwise, it will call back. Okay, so for you, for doing business, you need to accept, one of the e-wallet platform. So because this is digital world, like it or not, you need to accept. Because nowadays those youngsters all holding their handphones. Okay, even you go toilet, you're holding your handphones, right? Correct. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much. Any questions so far?
Okay, questions. Go ahead.
This supermarket to use credit card to boost, try to boost, but they couldn't take long time to accept it. But in terms of e-wallet, this e-wallet, this what you call toll-free touch and go. It is very efficient because you just transfer to it, you can accept it. That's why we give out the boost, then we go to this touch and go. Any upgrading on this?
Boost app is the apps itself, when you actually download and top up your money, it's actually the same way. Okay, you mean if let's say the Boost app itself, you try to online banking transfer your money into the Boost app. It's actually exactly the same way as Touch and Go. Oh, okay. Maybe if let's say in terms of the connection, sometimes it depends on the telco line. Because if the internet connectivity is low, especially in shopping malls, especially in lower ground floor. So if let's say the internet connectivity is low, it's really a little bit difficult for you actually to top up money, especially using online banking.
No, because touch and go, you just touch and go. This one Boost.
But like what I say, it's actually still the same because the payment of to reload your money into the apps is actually the same way. Whereby you need to click the online banking and your password, everything. It still depends on the internet connectivity. Okay. Some people might ask, what's the difference between Boost and Touch and Go? Okay, I can say Touch and Go is mostly like toll payments, parking toll payments. And what is the advantage of using Boost? Boost actually give you rewards every time when you spend with Boost. You mean when the coins, every time that you use, definitely you have the coins, definitely. So assuming when I spend in a chicken rice shop, okay, I pay with Boost, I get back my coins, and the coins I can change with cash. But if you are using Touch and Go apps, you can actually pay, but you get nothing for reward. You just use Touch and Go as one of the payment e-wallets, but you don't get like coins or points in return. Grab do give points, so points you can actually change for your Grab car and Grab food. Okay, but Touch and Go don't give any reward in terms of payment when you pay. That's it. so you don't get any reward in return. Okay. Okay, assuming for you to have physical outlets, okay, so assuming how do we actually communicate this to your customers? Okay, assuming we are actually running a promotion with you, okay, we can actually blast out to the merchants that the users surrounding your area. Okay, assuming your outlet is in Damansara, so we can actually give a notification to surrounding the area so that user will know, oh, you are running the promotion. This is the first one. Okay. Secondly is we actually will post in our Facebook. Okay, Facebook, Instagram. Okay, so for people who actually you have millions of likes in our Facebook, so when people actually can see your promotion through the social media. Okay, the third one will be the store locator. The store locator, the user actually can find your stores, that they will know your promotions. Okay, the fourth one will be the POS app that you have in your outlets. We can actually customize the promotions in your outlets, saying that, okay, assuming if you own a F&B stores, okay, spend 30 ringgit and you get 10 ringgit cashback. Okay, we do actually run some campaigns with those smaller stores like food court. We recently run a food court promotion whereby when you spend 10 ringgit in food court and you will get 3 ringgit cashback. Yes, correct. Okay, the demographic, in terms of demographic, okay, actually we're actually working out something in our Boost Business app itself. When customers pay you, we were able to generate the report for you. You know how the total monthly of the customers, the race, the age group. Yeah, we are working on it in our Boost Business app, but it's yet to launch. Yeah.
Okay, next. Okay, that lady first. I saw her first. You can ask.
Must the customers actually register when we send them the payment link? Yes.
Okay, they need to be a Boost user, because when they click your link, they actually direct them to the Boost app. So they will need to actually download the Boost app and top up money. So if let's say they are not a Boost user, they can't use your link.
Okay, brother. The brother first.
Okay, let's say I'm a merchant with an online store.
Okay.
So let's say I want to have a voucher. So can I put it into the Boost app, a voucher of my own store?
What kind of voucher is that?
Like cash voucher or whatever. I mean discount or promotional kind of or whatever kind of voucher or kind of. Can I put it into the Boost app for advertisement purpose?
Okay, for now, you mean the vouchers, the customer will need to pay the vouchers, something like that?
I mean,
It's a voucher or a ticket?
Not really sure, but voucher or ticket both are probably.
Okay, we do actually run a program with one of the temple named Juchi, I think. Juchi, the name of Juchi, I don't know how to pronounce. Okay, we actually run a program with them, where they actually a temple where they actually collect donations. Okay, so they actually run a program that, and they actually sell their tickets. Okay, I think 30 ringgit. Okay, so they can actually sell in our Boost app, and we will do the settlement for that. So the customers, the Boost user can actually purchase the ticket via our apps. But in terms of you say vouchers, no. Like ticket, yes.
Like just now in your slide, right? KFC voucher, is it voucher?
There is not a voucher, there is a cashback mechanics.
So can we do put our own cashback? I mean our own brand.
We can actually discuss, to customize a promo with the merchants. Yes, you can actually get in touch with me or the Boost directly. We can actually customize promotion with merchants. So either you know how do we want to do the promotion, like call fund the program, how do you want to sell your vouchers? Yes, you can actually get in touch with Boost rep. We can actually assist and do the customized promotions for you.
So the charges will depend on.
The charges, there's no charges in terms of how when we actually, for now there's no charges for us to advertise your promotion in our apps. So this is the best thing, lah. Right. You mean as a merchant or a user? Okay, as a user, how do you transfer your money into your bank account? You will need to e-KYC yourself. What do you mean by e-KYC? You need to verify yourself. Okay, so when you actually click the transfer out to bank, they will ask you to verify. Okay, it means you will need to take your IC and take pictures, and when we do the verification, so when the verification is approved, then you're allowed to actually click to transfer your money back to your bank account. No, touch and go cannot.
Only Boost.
Only Boost. So cannot, I think. But touch and go definitely cannot. Boost can is. But
Okay.
there's a trick here. The 30 ringgit you cannot transfer out. Even in Boost. You must spend. Okay? Why do I say that is when we actually claim the 30 ringgit from the government, automatically your Boost app, the transfer out to bank button will be disabled until you have spent your 30 ringgit. Ha! So you have to spend your 30 ringgit, only you can actually transfer out your balance money. Because the grandchild are very tricky one. They actually help the grandparents to claim the 30 ringgit and to transfer the money to the bank. So it's not allowed. so the grandparents will need to spend the 30 ringgit because the grandparents say, the gong popo, the nene and dato say, how to use it? You better use for me lah. No, you have to use yourself. The 30 ringgit you have to use yourself.
Is it identified by the phone number or what need to make it?
Okay. It's identified by your IC number. So you have to be a minimum of 18 years and above, and your month. Wow, you're so good on that. Okay, your yearly income have to be less than 100,000 yearly. Okay, so you're eligible for claim. Okay, you can try it yourself. If you have not claimed yet, you better claim today. Otherwise, it's fully utilized. No worries lah. The Minister of Finance saying that if let's say it's really fully redeemed, they will extend it. No worries. Any more questions? Withdrawal, you mean in terms of you mean merchants or user? Merchant, there's no charges. Like what I said just now, bank will charge you 1.5%, but Boost, if let's say you're a single outlet, we do not charge any NPR. There's no interest. So if let's say customer paying you 10 ringgit, you get back exactly 10 ringgit fees. That's not a promotion. Okay, Boost actually present in Malaysia and also in Indonesia. Okay, but Indonesia is slightly different because Indonesia will be using Indonesian currency. It's not. No, if let's say you're a Boost app in Malaysia, you cannot use your Boost app Malaysia and use it in Indonesia. It doesn't. These are different apps. Credit limits for user or for merchants? Okay, credit limit for merchants 50,000 daily. Yeah. Overall, daily collections.
Do you share the merchant's data with
No, we will not share any data. It's because of part of the PDPA. We will need to actually protect the user details. Yeah. Okay, that one is okay for LHDN. That one is more on the e-Tunai Rakyat. That one, all the data were actually captured by Khazanah. but it's not by Boost, it's actually captured by Khazanah. So Khazanah will need to actually report this to the Minister of Finance. For user, there's a monthly spending limit. This spending limit actually set by Bank Negara. Okay, the monthly spending limit for user is 4,500. Okay, per transaction is 1,500 maximum. So assuming when I want to purchase something with 3,000 ringgit, a TV with 3,000 ringgit. So the max I can actually top up in my wallet is 1,500. So I can actually pay 1,500 and subsequently I need to reload another 1,500 to pay another transactions. So the maximum spending limit per month is 4,500. Okay, if there's no more questions, thank you very much.
Okay, I have one more for me. So, how do we sign up as a merchant?
If you would like to sign up as a merchant, of course you can actually contact me. Okay, this is the first thing, you can actually contact me. The second one, you can actually go to our website and register submit interest. The third one will be, if let's say you are a Boost user, you can actually click sign up as a merchant. So our rep will actually call you, our sales rep will actually contact you and get all the necessary documents.
Okay, now you know. Just now you don't know how to sign up. So now you know how to sign up. Okay, Elly, is that all from you?
Yeah, so if let's say you would need, you require my phone number, you can actually get from someone. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Elly. Okay, so talking about e-wallet, actually how many of you have Grab in your mobile? Touch and Go, both. Grab and Touch and Go. Grab, Touch and Go and Boost. Only Touch and Go. You see? Okay, I did some research among my colleagues and also my friends, my brother. I realized that you only use GrabPay if you use food delivery, which is, students, some of it, they have it, but some, because it's expensive, and using Grab also. So, I have it because sometimes I use Grab, sometimes I use Grab. But if you don't use car, if you don't have a car, or you don't use public transport, so you might not have Touch and Go, because that's the only purpose for you to use it. You just add on like a service, you can use it. But Boost for me is pure for merchants. It's like, if you don't use public transport, you don't use Grab food, Grab delivery, you will definitely use Boost because you can top up your students, they will use it for mobile, for top up your prepaid and all this. So if you ask me like, among these three merchants, you should have all. So that because everyone is there. So you should have all, and you definitely need Boost because soon these kids, 18 and below, they will grow 10 years, they will become 28, then they will use this method of payment. Okay? Yeah, thank you. So next we have Luqman. Luqman, can you come forward? Okay. So Luqman is from PayNet. I know him previously he was from Mohd, and then now Mohd become Razorpay, but now he's not there anymore, he's in PayNet. So today he will talk about FPX. Okay, Luqman, you can proceed.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you, Salman, for giving the introduction. Okay, so just for start, just to know you guys. So how many of you guys are already familiar with FPX? Okay, you guys already familiar with FPX, right? So you guys have e-wallet, you guys have shop with the online marketplace, and I guess how many of you guys here are operating as a merchant, as a business operator for online, for e-commerce, or potentially like you guys want to actually venture into it? Okay, most of you, right? That's why you come over here. Okay, so I'm just going to make it like very simple, short and sweet. So I just go straight to the point. I think FPX, you don't need really an introduction for who we are. Basically, we are under FPX under Payment Network Malaysia or PayNet for short. So PayNet is actually a payment system provider for the country. So we basically we provide all the payment solution to the financial system industry in Malaysia. Okay, basically our product is FX, one of them, and then JomPay, internet transfer. Do it now. So the recent product we have is Do It Now. It's basically transferred through the proxy. That means proxy means either your phone number or business registration number as well, and also IC number. Okay. So what is MPX? Okay. So MPX is actually a way of you collecting payments from the online banking. Okay, it's connected to the online banking website in Malaysia. So basically, we have more than 30.4 million internet users, internet banking users. So I think most of you guys already have the internet banking account, right? So this Maybank to you, CIMB Clicks, RHB Now, and all of it, the likes of it. Okay, so MPX allows e-commerce merchants and merchants to actually connect to it. Even if you say that you want to top up for your Boost wallet as well, right? So you using MPX is actually one of the method of payments. Alright. So I think most of you think that online banking means only current account and savings account, right? But you know that MPX also can be used to connect to your credit card, right? So most people don't know that. They only associate MPX, the online banking, with your current account or savings account. But in actual fact, it can also be linked to your credit card account, provided that the credit card account is actually connected to your online banking account. Okay. So basically, why this is actually the value proposition that as you all know, is actually real-time payment. It means that for us, and also because just to make it clear that for MPX, we don't connect direct to the merchants. So we go through all the banks. We call it participants. So the banks and also the third-party acquirers, which is the non-banks that we appointed, is basically our we can call it a marketing representative to market MPX to the public. So we ourselves at MPX, we don't deal directly with the merchant. Okay, but it's just basically we are here to actually give you some information and what is MPX is all about. Okay? So we have wide reach. So as you know, I just mentioned just now, we have 29.5 million internet banking users. Alright, and it's a single integration, direct access to all major internet banking banks, and ease of reconciliation. That means we provide complete remittance information to make it easy for reconciliation purpose. Okay. And then all this basically the security. Don't worry, we are very much secure. That's why we put the security. It's very important for us. That's why on our side as well, we try to make sure that all of our participants also adhere to the security guidelines that we have set to make sure that all this security is up to par. Okay. Online status, that means the real time, and automatically the reason for this we cater for B2C and also B2B. That means business to business as well. So that means if you have a corporate banking account, so the likes of Maybank 2B or CIMB-Biz, basically we also can link the online banking account to, you can make payment through that account as well. You need not only for consumer banking. Okay. In cost effective. So for ourselves, we are very much transparent. You can always check our cost and fee in our website. Okay, that cost and fee is actually what we're charging to the participants. Okay, so we will declare based on whatever that we charge the participants, and it's up to the participant to charge whatever amount that, I mean, basically they must have a certain little bit of margin, okay, on their side. Okay, so but on our PayNet side, we very much we will declare that what is the charge that we charge to the participants. Okay. And we, as I mentioned, we accept credit card account as well. We very much low MDR compared to the other, the other providers as well. Okay. Okay. So basically, just to go through as brief as possible. So FX B2C is basically the payment actually by repeat customer buyers that only requires like single authorization process. So I think you all familiar with, if they say that you're familiar with Lazada, the likes of Lazada, Shopee, or any other e-commerce platform. So basically, like you all have already familiar with this in some ways. So the authorization is actually, if they say that you log into the internet banking website, so you only have, you are required to actually like enter your TAC code, right? So this is basically like the authorization that the online banking requires from your side. Okay. Okay. So basically for the transaction limit and availability for the amount of transaction is actually up to 30,000, and we are available. 24 hours. In terms of FPX, we are available. But again, it all depends on the bank. Okay, the online banking website, they have a maintenance time, maintenance period that they on their side. But in terms of FPX, we are available 24 hours. So there are also banks who are available, is already available 24 hours. And there are some banks who have, they require some time to actually for their maintenance period for it. Okay, so it depends on the bank. Okay. Okay, so this is basically like the flow. So I'm sure that you guys are already familiar with it, right? Okay. So you log in, and then basically in terms of the from FPX side, we have to get actually the confirmation from the buyer bank. Okay. So and then basically once all have been done, so they will get we update in terms of the online banking website, the merchant. Okay. All clear, right? Okay. So B2B, okay, B2B is actually meant for corporate customers, whoever that who is processing through the corporate banking account. Alright, so basically the corporate banking account is actually the likes like PayNet, SITEC. So the payment flow is actually a bit different. Okay, so before I proceed with the payment flow, so just to update in terms of the limit for selling, which is actually up to 1 million per transaction, and the example of the online banking website is actually like activity packs, SIMBIZ channel, online connect-based, and the likes of it. And again, it also like can be linked to the corporate credit card account as well. Okay, provided that it is registered under that on particular online banking website. Okay. No need to. Again, it's actually like if they say that her question is actually like if they say that we, that one is actually for transfer, but this one is for purchase like through e-commerce. They say that for you to make purchase or payment, so it's already stated that the information of the purpose of the transaction is already there, because it different from transfer doing the money transfer. Okay, understand? So because if they say that you are even if they say that you transfer money using TT, telegram transfer as well, so you have to declare, right? So yes, correct. If they say that you purchase, it means that the information is already stated there. Whatever that you do the transactions for. Okay, so it's all like documented. It's all that you can actually like calculate. No need to, unless if they say that the bank, there is an investigation going on, and then it is, the bank highlighted that this transaction is suspected. But then maybe that during that time you have to actually provide whatever documents that is required for you to submit to them to them whatever they require. Okay. Okay, for the B2B model, basically like you have a maker maker and checker. Okay, so basically from the buyer side, okay, the maker is actually the one who initiate the transaction. Okay, so they log into the merchant website, and then after that they initiate payment and they select the buyer bank at the merchant website. The buyer bank is actually the bank that they want to deduct. That means their bank lah. Okay, their bank. So and then the maker log into their corporate banking account, and then after that the buyer bank they send something the information to MPX. Okay, and then from the pending approval by authorizer. So the authorizer is basically let's say that someone who actually like in charge for the particular, who actually who approve the transaction. Okay, so this authorizer is basically they are the one who actually confirm. They will get like in terms of like some KC code with them. Okay, then they actually authorize it. Then after that, after all has been done, then the final sales confirmation that we actually like provide it to the merchant. Okay, so usually like for B2B, usually government use a lot of this B2B because they involve like payment for customs or even immigration. So for all this clearing process. Okay, we also have this online refund. So online refund is basically like if they said that a particular transaction, for that merchant, they can actually like inquire, they can actually use this to refund back to their respective customers. Okay, so but then again, it all depends on your respective participants that some participants they have these features. Some participants they don't really provide this through their platforms. Okay, so it all depends on it. So there will be another way. So there will be another way for the refund features. Yeah, it depends on what the arrangement between the merchants and also the participants. So there will be an additional rate for this refund features as well. So it depends on whatever rate that has been agreed in the commercial terms between the merchant and also the participants. Okay, right. So the benefit of this refund features is actually from your side, for the merchant side, if they say that there is a need to refund something, so you don't need to actually like, sometimes you need to call the customer to get their account number. So you don't need to do that anymore, because basically from our side, we already recognize that transaction, and then we just do like reversal to that particular transaction, to that particular customer's bank account. Okay, and we cater for partial and also like full refund as well. Okay. Okay, so again, it all depends on your respective participants. Some participants they provide, some participants they don't really provide this in their platform. Okay, so basically this is the flow of it. So for the customer, so they initiate the refund request. So for depending on the participants. So some participants they they have their own platform to actually for you to to access this portal to the merchants. Okay, so and the flow is basically they will actually initiate the refund request. So for this refund request, there will be a checker who authorize that particular transaction. So if they say that all is okay, and then even in terms of the amount and then the respective transaction ID, whatever it is, then they will actually approve it. Then they will send to FPX. So it depends on. We also have like this whether they want to actually initiate single transactions, or they can also like do like a bulk refund. That means like in one single file, they will include like a list of transactions. That one also we can cater to that. But again, it all depends on your participants. Okay. Okay. So for credit card account, so then usually like when you buy something from the online banking, from the online e-commerce merchants, usually what do you see when they say for credit card? What do you see in terms of the what are the first thing that comes to credit card account? The thing that you notice, the credit card number, right? So basically, in terms of who actually like the logo that is actually like usually associated with credit card. Visa card, right? Okay. So Visa was usually like that is actually the credit card scheme, called credit card scheme, that usually handle for credit card transaction. Okay, so we just want to let you know that there is another option other than Visa and Mastercard, which is through FPX. Okay, but this function is actually optional to merchants, so it's not really a default function that we open once you register for FPX through your participants. It's not really a default transaction, the default function that they because you have to actually inform that you want this to be activated, enabled at the merchant side. Okay, so what are the benefits? Is basically like you can enjoy much lower MDR for these credit card transactions compared to the usual credit card processing fee. Okay, it's actually the customer experience is similar to the online banking website through current account savings account. That means like once you choose FPX, and then it will lead you. You have to choose the banks, your buyer banks. And once you choose the buyer banks, it will lead you to the online banking website. Okay, you do the credential, password, everything. Once you enter, and then there is option for you to select. Okay, and then you select like whether your saving account or current account, and also it will list down another one is actually your credit card account. Provided that you, for the customer to register their credit card account in their online banking website, online banking account. Okay, so basically once they choose that credit card account, then they will show you the balance as well. So usually for it makes it easier for the customer to check whether they are able to proceed with the transaction based on the balance that they have. Okay, inside their credit card account. Okay, same thing like the savings account, right, or the current account. You can see the balance, right? So the same thing like the credit card account as well. Okay, so the charge. Okay, this charge also like we provide this information inside our website as well. Okay, so we just recently this year we just revised this rate Before this is actually higher. Okay, this rate for B2C. Okay, the acquirer, that means that the participants, they charge to the merchant is 50 cents plus 25 cents. So this is actually the cost price that the participants are getting. So this one is not inclusive of their margin yet. Okay, so they will actually, if they charge to the merchant, they will actually charge it with a little bit of margin lah. It depends on what is the commercial terms between them and the merchant. Okay, and then for B2B, so they charge like 1 ringgit plus 25 cents per transaction. Okay, so you can go back and you can check what are the participants they charge for credit card transaction for Visa and Mastercard. Okay, and then you can make comparison. You can make the comparison, and you will evaluate yourself and see. Okay, so we are on our side. We are very much transparent, and these are the cost and fees that we are charging. Okay, and no customization required to actually enable. I mean, basically, you just have to inform your participants, your banks or the TPAs to actually to enable this. Okay. Okay. So basically, for us, we are very much because we we are available for all these banks, for our buyer banks. Buyer banks means the list of banks that you can choose to actually perform the transactions. Okay, so there are many more other banks coming soon to join in as buyer banks. Buyer bank means the banks that when you choose FPX, the list of the banks that is listed down over there. Okay, so far 17 B2C and 17 B2B for corporate banking. Okay, and we also have these third-party acquirers. Third-party acquirers is basically the non-banks, okay, that we appointed to market FPX as well. So you can also go to the likes of IP88, Waze Merchant Services, EJHL, Revenue Group Berhad, and the recent one that we just appointed is actually Stripe. So you can always go to this, okay, all right, to these companies. Okay, so these are the merchants that we have provided. Okay, that's all. So if any questions, I'll be here. Yeah. Okay, from our side, it's basically we provide real time to the participants, but it depends on the what is your arrangement with the with your banks, with your processor. Yeah.
How many percent per transaction?
Okay, so that one is actually for the credit card, that is the rate that I just showed just now. That is the rate that we charge to the participants, which is the banks. Okay, for the current account, savings account, is basically as you know, is 50 cents, whatever that we charge per transaction to the bank or to the payment gateway, and 1 ringgit for B2B transaction. So the margin is actually depending on the bank or the payment companies that you guys are signed up to. So because whatever that I'm telling you now is actually the cost that we are providing to the participants. So it depends on the commercial terms, how much they are providing to you guys, to the merchants. Okay, yeah. Any other questions? If not, thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, Luqman. So you guys understand about FPX? Understand, huh? So technically this FPX is actually for banks, not for you. We just use only. Okay, but at least as a business owner in the e-commerce, we understand when people are talking about this FPX, MDR and all these terms. Looks fine. Okay. Okay. Next, we have another payment gateway company called Keeper. So I'm changing this slide now. So Kenneth, can you introduce yourself to this?
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Kenneth. I'm from Pay, so I'm the sales director there. So I'm going to share with you more or less on credit card, okay, and why do you use credit card. I think you understand why you use it, but maybe I just want to reaffirm with some statistics that I'm going to share with you from Visa. We are working very closely with Visa. That is one of our partners. Our payment gateway is going to be onboarded with Cybersource, so it's definitely, that means it's very, very safe. 1 minute. Okay. Have you anyone of you heard before Keeper? Okay. Have you heard before Petronas? Yeah. So you know the Settle app? Yeah. So we are powering the Settle app as a wallet as a service. So we are offering not only for payment gateway, we are also doing e-wallet and then wallet as a service. So we got multiple offerings, but today I'm going to talk more about why use credit card. Okay. Of course, I believe most of you guys in the crowd have a credit card, but let's look at the statistic itself to show that overall the whole population of Malaysia, how many people really use credit card. Okay. Because from those data, maybe it makes a more, educated decision whether how you want to deploy if you're a merchant going online, how you go about. So what does Malaysian says? We surveyed it. It's actually 70% of the Malaysians prefer to visit customers, visit merchants who have payment online. Okay, I mean, what does that mean? There are a lot of merchants actually online now selling through Facebook and all. They still use traditional way of like PM to P. Then it is still ongoing, I believe. And then, like example, even when I sign up to my daughter to a daycare in the school, they gave me an envelope still as of last month. Then they asked me to insert cash like $500 to my daughter to carry to the school, which it doesn't make sense, right? So of course the next one they ask me, why didn't you give check? Then I tell them that I haven't used a check for like 4 or 5 years already. How? Fact, right? How many people got check now? How many people, when's the last time you used a checkbook? Can you find your checkbook actually? Right? And then of course the next cumbersome way is of course they say, okay, never mind, you can bank in, but you need to print it out. So all these methods become a bit too old school already, and also it's not effective for the merchant or whoever it is, because then they need to track. Because when you have a payment gateway, it's not only helping you to actually accept payment, it's also helping you in terms of tracking the settlement. That's very key. That one will relieve a lot of job and then make your operation more lean. You don't need accounts really just to track in terms of settlement and all. You need to do matching and all. It's very troublesome. Agree? Yeah. So 70% accept. So 70% of them need digital payment. So why is mainly, of course, number one is convenience. Convenience. Then greatest security. I think anything linked up with Master and Visa, they will feel more secure. Definitely. Okay, they feel more safe, more credible for your website. If you're doing business and it's going online, you have Master Visa. And then of course, wide acceptance. Anybody who don't have a credit card, I think it's a bit weird. Okay, in terms of like the merchant. So it is there, going there. It's just like the concept like now currently at this point in time to accept payment, you do need these three, which is online banking, which is the most, and then after credit card, which is like the second most, and now e-wallet. If you don't have any one of these, you lose any opportunity. So the average age of the Malaysians, right, is actually relatively young. Surprisingly, our nation now is still very young. They're talking about 28.7. So then how you profile, how you want to approach our market is also very significant. Okay, so I'm presenting more on all this data. Okay, and then but our GDP actually growing for e-commerce is incredible. Year on year, we are growing 50 up to even 100% based on different verticals of e-commerce. So, of course, the growth is still there, incredible, because I think at this point in time, 7% of the transactions in retail is only under digital. There's still a lot of huge opportunity. Of course, it's evolving, going to all different pillars. Okay. And then the internet users, the smartphones, yeah, talking about internet users are 80%. The smartphone users are trending around 62%. Okay. So the e-commerce market value, you can see, is actually $4 billion USD. These are all the data accrued from Visa. And comparatively to the region, we are still very small. If you compare to Singapore, we're much smaller. Singapore, I believe, have a much higher penetration rate, the highest. But if you compare to like Indonesia and all, I think we are ahead in terms of percentage. Okay, and then online banking actually is growing. So earlier, I think the bulk of it is still on online banking through credit card is growing. The bulk of it is still bank transfer, but the card is the second highest. Okay, the reason why credit card has been growing on and on is because beyond just normal transactions, we also offer various services. Services like recurring, okay, pre-order capture if you're going through the hotels. Then some offer EPP, easy payment plan. So when you're a merchant, I think you also need to understand your target market, who are there, and what you can offer based on what product you sell. That's also very key. So all these decisions, I think when you understand the market and what you can need to offer, it becomes a key component why you want to expand your offerings for credit card. Okay. So 46% of it have bank account with internet banking, but the card usage now you see is only 29%. I believe the adoption rate for credit card is key, and over time it's not just credit card, it's also debit card, because a lot of people start using debit card so as well. Okay. So the other one we are talking about is also on preferred e-commerce methods. You can see how that when you talk to your developers also, right, what kind of method you want to do for e-commerce, as in how it works out. Mobile commerce completed on a browser, that means web-based, you just go to the website, is actually the smallest one, 0.7%. Over time, right, a lot of people are tilting towards mobile app. Yes, which is 1.9 billion, okay, which is 50% of it. Of course, the middle one, the other in between, is actually an in-app payment. That means it's a hybrid between a browser and also that you can make payment in it. So these are the three options. Of course, the preferred one is to actually build a mobile SDK, then after you migrate over there. But to do that, then you need to build people to actually come to download your app. Okay? Alright? Mobile payment will pave the way for online banking because Malaysians shop with smartphone 62% of the time. I think it comes to a point that nobody will really use the browser to buy stuff already. Okay? And then the online e-commerce transactions is actually got there at 47%. So in the projected, that means as of earlier you show is 4 billion, you grow to 5.6 billion. Okay, so the growth you're talking about is more than 10%. Okay. Okay. Then we talk about also what makes a good online experience. So there are three things actually people think of when they do online experience. One thing is ability to compare price. Nobody like to get shortchanged. So a lot of people do a lot of research. Actually the trend for e-commerce buying, right, they don't normally straight away just buy, impulse buy. A lot of time they do a lot of research. You can see trends also, a lot of online shoppers, they will compare price, they will analyze about the product first, they will understand about the product, and maybe after like a few times visits, only they start making decisions to buy itself. So I think enough relevant info on your website to show that you are competitive in pricing, fair, is also very important, and also about details of the product itself. Okay. Of course, they also like to have reliability and secure in payment. Okay, so having like the master Visa logo, I think it will help to make sure that you're reliable, you're safe, you're secure. Okay, and of course ease of checkout. I believe that if you have a bad experience in checking out in terms of making payment, they will just drop out halfway most of the time. Experience from BOC for those of the merchants on board with us. So how to do it is, one thing is Malaysian will have a lot of card on file payment. Card on file, that means the card is actually linked up to the app already. So the first time around, you have to get the SMS to link up to the card, to the app, whatever, to the account. Next time, repetitive is either you go through recurring, or maybe you just go and click pay straight away, the payment you made already. So that one is also very important. So that's called tokenized. So whoever you take up with for payment gateway, the important thing is make sure that they can offer you this facility. Tokenization is very important. Tokenize makes the ease, because I think nobody want to key in that 16-digit number. Okay, I think that was very cumbersome. Nobody can remember. If you talk about the CVV, the number behind the credit card, the 3-digit, right, it's very easy to remember. But the 16-digit, I think nobody remember it. Okay, so it's very key. Okay, so of course over time with all these e-wallets, everybody's aware of QR payments. Okay, and then they don't mind engaging in the chatbot. Okay, for payments, because over time I think the other one that Malaysian takes is like, if there's any inquiry, right, they need the thing to be responded straight away. You know, so it's the how we give the example is like when you go to a restaurant, right, while you're waiting for the food to come, right, at least like for instance Chinese restaurant, right, you at least got the Chinese tea coming along with the peanuts. So the chatbot also very important. So that's the other part is going about, at least they can answer the general FAQ lah. So it's very important lah. Okay. So the card transaction statistic of last year, 2018, okay, total amount of cards circulated is actually 10 million already. But 10 million again, it's there's a huge opportunity, because unique users, one person will have more than one credit card on. So you're talking about maybe you're covering only 15% of the population, 20% of the population who have it also. Okay, credit card. So there's huge opportunity for people to purchase credit card. Of that, the transaction volume is actually 447 million. Okay, and that one equate to in billions 135 billion. All these are USD. Okay. So of it, those who own the credit card, the profile of a credit card owner right now is more to 21% of the population. But the mix, the blended mix, right, 26% is from men, and then 16% is women. Is it women have less ownership of credit card than men? I'm not sure. I don't know. These are all statistics from Visa and MasterCard. Or maybe I'm not sure, maybe it's blended because the men issue the credit card and then the woman uses it. I'm not sure. Okay, but these are based on statistics of who owns the credit card lah. So I would know lah. This one is data. It may be vice versa. Women may contest on it, on this, alright? So, but then 51% then who use the credit card is actually above 40%, 40 years old. Okay, the older crowd. So why would I accept credit card? Number one, increase your transaction. Again, it is the second highest mode of payment. If you don't have, then you lost a lot of opportunity. It's the same thing like e-wallet over time is growing from 5%, this year 7%, and it's going to grow to 16%, same concept. If you don't have it, you're going to lose a lot of potential transaction. And also the other one is also very key, is because what credit card can do in terms of if you're a merchant compared to online banking is, most of the time the online banking, the foreigners who comes to the website cannot transact. Where else, when you open up for credit card, so those foreign buyers can use it. That's key. But of course, that one will comes with a price, because they will be open to potential fraud. So your fraud system must be very secure. Check that. So one of the way to make sure that to be more secure is, like Malaysia, actually the credit card system is very secure because it's 3DS. 3DS, that means when any transaction comes about, you know, we all got this one-time password, right? So do you know that actually not all countries got this? And the highest one, the highest level of fraud from other countries is actually, you know which country? And guess what? What country have the highest level of fraud actually? Fraud cards. Actually America, like the man said, actually it's from US. US has highest. The reason why is because a lot of countries like US and alright, their cards is called 2D. 2D, that means they don't have the SMS that comes about. So what does that mean if you are a merchant, right? If you open to those countries, right? So which have stolen cards, transaction come about. So imagine it deliver to the person, deliver to this fraudster, and the fraudster take the items. Then the original user, the actual holder of the credit card, lodge a complaint to the bank. They can actually ask for a reversal of the charge. So you already delivered the item, you lost the item, and you need to refund back the money. So another recommendation, sometime when you open the credit card facility, is to actually limit those 10 high-risk countries. So I believe most payment gateways, well, the more reputable ones, they will actually advise you against number one, consideration why you want to open for international cards. If you open for international cards, maybe limit to those countries. Then you limit your risk. Okay? Make sense? Or else the transactions, you got business come through, but you reverse back, you lose your money, no use also. Correct or not? So it's that balance lah. You want to open to get more business, but make sure you manage your risk. So if you can manage those 10 high-risk countries, including, as mentioned, US, yes, one of the African countries, Nigeria, and Brazil. So then be safer. Okay. So you have higher confidence for your customer to make a purchase because you have the brand there, Master and Visa, and then there are more options for higher chance of purchase. More options like the services they give, like in terms of recurring, maybe EPP. It depends on which industry you're in. So we have more options for that. Okay. So what is tokenization? Remember I told you about how the credit card, how you save the data, how you, the details, how it works is like this. So tokenization process is actually algorithm. So you save your 16 digit, but when they save the 16 digit, they don't save the 16 digit in the normal form you see. They will actually encrypt it, okay, and come up with alpha or numeric code. So that any fraudster or any hacker who intercept, right, they even get the details right, they will not able to digest or come out, understand what is it about, because they will actually encrypt it, right? Those who do tokenization. So the card itself, you got the 16 digit, so you change to a random number that later on only the payment gateway itself can provide a translator for it. So then generally it's safe. So then after that you link up this card with the token. The token is so-called your alphanumeric number that comes out, that is a random one. So even if you receive the the hacker can get through and get the random token, he don't know what to do with it. Okay. Then after that you link up to all the other functions like recurring and all. So this will help. Why is it important for this this tokenization? When you tokenize your card, so to the website. So next time when the customer repeat payment and all, they don't need to keep anything. Most likelihood they may key in the CVV, but other than it's okay. Other than no need to do anything. So then you can increase purchase. And once you tokenize the card, it also helps in terms of other functions you can get the user to use, like recurring. Especially if you are in some industry that on a monthly basis they deduct from you, like for instance club subscription or ordering of some products, like maybe on a monthly basis you order some baby products or whatever, you can do that. Okay. So this is how another one that we put in there again to just increase customer confidence, protect card holder details, and then optimize checkout process. It becomes seamless. So another option is, as mentioned, is recurring. So once you have recurring, so you get assured revenue from your customer. So there are a lot of business that actually they don't want to buy one shot, one whole year. On a monthly basis, they deduct from you. and then you refill. So this is one function that can use if you have tokenization, have a credit card. And this one will help you to have constant revenue coming in for your customer. Okay. So this one will help in terms of installment. It's convenience. You don't need to worry. Once you key in on a monthly basis, they will deduct from your credit card. Okay. So I end my slide actually now on the last one. This is a simple promotion actually we are offering. Okay, only for you guys here. So for now, if you subscribe to a kiplePay offer, okay, we're going to give a very competitive rate of 2.2% for credit card. Okay, and online banking is 90 cents only fixed. You can actually scan on the QR there. If you're not scan on the QR to link up to our page, you just key in the promo code and then you can enjoy the offer already. Okay, and or else you can go to our booth there, and then we have my colleague Isaac who can introduce to you on the offering. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Kenneth, do we have any questions from the floor? Because this will be our last speaker. So yeah, today I think we end quite early. So yeah, any questions? No, huh? Understand? Total saving 1,100. Good deal. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think thank you so much, Kenneth. So before we finish our session, I would like just to remind everyone, for those who came quite late. So what's happening next is we have this coming up, 29 February 2020, Jelajah Usahawan Digital. This one is in Bangi. So if you stay nearby Bangi, so it will be happening at the one hotel Puri Pujanga is inside UKM Bangi. 29 February is Saturday, 8 pagi, 5 petang. So it's a whole day event. We have Mahir Digital bersama Google, Shopee, Boost, Avana, Ninja Van, Hijrah, Jubilee, and in collaboration with Pusat Khidmat Masyarakat during Sungai Ramal. So this one is the first series. So coming up we have maybe Shah Alam, Klang, Ampang, Selayang and the rest. Okay, if it's too far for you, you can join the next one. 3rd March, we'll take a break 1 week. 3rd March we have a product branding and strategy. I invited speaker from Brand Sense. She's quite good. She will took up the whole session, 2 hours, to just talk about product branding and strategy. If you're coming to this class, you have a product, you can bring. So you can have a direct consultation. You can ask, okay, what do I need to improve on my product? Okay, please, if you are running an e-commerce business, please join this class. Okay, in March also we have one more, content management strategy. This one is a Chinese Mandarin language. Please register. The speaker not yet confirmed. I will update in the Facebook page. After that, 31st March, viral content technique. This is in BM. So how to make your product viral. For example, maybe you have like 10 products, but to get one viral is enough really. Okay? Yeah, thank you all for coming now. Let's take a group photo outside. So I also prepared some refreshment for everyone. Today we have a cream puff from cheese. Okay? Come, let's take a group photo. You go outside, turn left to the podium.